Hello everyone, this is Sunil, and in this video, I will tell you how the IELTS speaking test is assessed. Now, not knowing the criteria is one of the main reasons people, especially good speakers of English, sometimes don't get the grade they expect, right? They are very confident speakers, but they are unaware of what IELTS actually wants them to do. So now I will explain you how to give the examiners exactly what they want and nothing else. There are four parts to the IELTS mark scheme, right? Number one is fluency and coherence. Number two is lexical resource. Number three is grammatical range and accuracy. And number four is pronunciation. Don't worry if you don't know exactly what these are. We will look at each of them in detail and give you a step by step guide on how to satisfy each of them. Now, let me tell you about fluency. Fluency refers to your ability to speak smoothly and at an appropriate speed without any unnatural pauses. This is an area that is often misunderstood by students to mean that you just talk as fast as you possibly can or talking without pausing. If you listen to how native speakers talk, they don't normally talk very fast and there are plenty of pauses. This is totally acceptable. You just don't want to pause more than normal. Now, let me tell you about coherence. Coherence literally means being logical and consistent. For the IELTS speaking criteria, this refers to how you expand and explain your answers with explanations and examples. Answer the question being asked and how you connect sentences together using discourse markers and tenses. Simply, it means that when the examiner asks you a question, they clearly understand your answer and you have answered the question fully. Right? You can use discourse markers or linking words or cohesive devices, or as these are words that signal to the listener what you are talking about. For example, you might want to add an additional point. So you might use a discourse marker like as well as that, or on top of that. If you want to give an example, you may say, for example, or for instance. Band 7 and 8 students will use discourse markers both accurately and appropriately. Or, in other words, they know the meaning and they also use them when necessary. Coherence is also linked to answering the question properly. This means that you do not give very short answers and instead you fully support your answers with explanation and examples when appropriate. Right? Now, let's know more about lexical resource. Yes, friends, lexical resource basically means vocabulary. To do well in this area, you need to have a wide ranging vocabulary and use that vocabulary accurately. But what does that mean? Let's say you are asked to talk about your mobile phone. Some of the words we might use could be advanced, cutting edge, outdated, modern, useful, features, screen resolution, operating system, user interface, and so on. Most of these words are very specific to the topics of mobile phones, of technology, and enable candidates to give a very clear answer to the examiner. Without these words, students will really struggle to give a comprehensive answer about mobile phones. Right now, band 8 and 9 students have such a wide ranging vocabulary that they can talk about any speaking topic because they have the required vocabulary to talk about each of them. So, can you just learn IELTS of vocabulary and get a 9? No, it is little more complicated than that. Lots of students learn very long lists of vocabulary and try to use this in the test. The problem with this approach is that students often use these words inappropriately. For example, they might know the word cutting edge, but use this to describe a person or a place when it should only really be used to describe technology. If you use words inappropriately, it is worse than not using them at all. Band 7 students have a wide range of vocabulary and can talk clearly about nearly all common topics. They can also use some idioms when appropriate and can also use collocations correctly. However, some small mistakes are still allowed. Now let's discuss grammatical range and accuracy. This part of the IELTS speaking criteria refers to your